Our first question today is from Kirk. And Kirk says, what is a belief that you felt strongly about before the start of the 2018 CrossFit Open, which you've now changed your mind about because you've learned or observed something? There are a few things here, and I gave this a lot of thought, and I think most of the changes in my belief system relate to the psychology of human performance, and in particular the psychology of behavior change, and how changes of behavior to be able to create some sort of long-term change really are the key, irrespective of whether we're talking about a CrossFit Games level athlete or someone who has cerebral palsy and they're trying to stand up out of a wheelchair, someone with chronic disease who maybe they're just trying to walk to the mailbox and back every day. So the biggest change would be the increased importance on this psychology of habit formation and behavior change. I think also changes in motivation, changes in how I perceive motivation to be a driving force of this habit change, and how creating automaticity and autopilot in the body is so much more important than motivation. Sure, there are times when motivation can be important, but there are definite peaks and troughs in motivation levels, and that long-term sustainable creation of behavior is really, I think, what is key for all levels of athlete and all levels of exerciser. I think also in terms of a competition setting, the importance of giving more responsibility to the athlete. So in the past, I've definitely tried to do everything for the athletes that I work with, and this is great because it means that they're able to learn the craft. But I think that once they've learnt this competition craft, and this is whether you're talking at a CrossFit Open level, right through to a CrossFit Games sort of level, once they've learnt this competition craft, more onus should be put on them, more ownership and more responsibility should be put on them for things like preparing food, packing bags for competition events, just minor things like that, just to put that locus of control on the athlete. If the athlete feels like they are in control of the process, obviously they have the assistance of a coach, but if the athlete feels like they are in control of the process, it can help their confidence levels and therefore improve their overall performance. I think the final thing that I'll touch on, and this isn't something that my attitude or my system of beliefs has changed on, but something that I would like to be convinced that I'm wrong about, and that's the importance of maintaining neutral spine during flexibility and mobility work. So my current belief system is that when you're doing your PNF, your flexibility on your hamstrings, for example, the spine should be neutral. With my argument being that if you stretch and you mobilize and you do your PNF and you do your release work with a neutral spine, then when you go to lift heavy, your body will sort of engineer itself around this position and ensure safe, effective and an efficient, fast movement. Movements like a Jefferson curl, for example, where you're intentionally deviating from this neutral spine, I'm not yet convinced. I haven't been convinced by anecdotal information or yet by the research. So open to changing my view on this, but something that at this stage I've not yet been convinced of.